The République Française ton Centimes 1967 coin holds a special place in French history as part of the New Franc era, a time when France rebuilt its economy and identity after the devastation of World War II and the challenges of the Fourth Republic. This aluminium bronze coin, 3 grams, 20 millimeters diameter, 1.41 to 1.5 millimeters thick, was one of the most mass-produced low-denomination pieces in modern French currency, reflecting everyday life during the prosperous Trente Glorieuses, Glorious 30, period of rapid economic growth from 1945 to 1975. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because we reveal the hidden stories behind rare coins that you won't find anywhere else. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. The front side proudly displays Marianne, the enduring symbol of the French Republic since the 1789 Revolution. She is shown in left-facing profile, wearing the Phrygian cap, bonnet Phrygian, a soft, forward-leaning cap that originated in ancient Phrygia and became a powerful emblem of liberty during the Revolution, representing the freed slave breaking chains of tyranny. Marianne's hair flows freely with wind-swept ribbons, giving her an energetic, almost revolutionary vitality. The inscription, République Française, encircles her, and the engraver's name, Lagrefoule, appears below or integrated near her neck. Henri Lagrefoule, 1907 to 1981, the designer, was a celebrated French sculptor and medalist. Born in Paris, he won the prestigious Prix de Rome in 1932 for sculpture, a major honor that launched his career. Lagrefoule created numerous public monuments, medals, and busts across France. His Marianne design was chosen through a competition in the early 1960s to refresh France's coinage for the decimal system reintroduced after the 1960 reform. 1 new franc equals 100 old francs. This reform, under President Charles de Gaulle, aimed to combat inflation, simplify money, and project national strength. Lagrefoule's Marianne, used 1962 to 1967 for some denominations, updated 19th century versions, more youthful, dynamic, and modern, while staying true to Republican ideals of liberté, égalité, fraternité. It symbolized France's post-war confidence, a nation looking forward, not backward. His work appeared on 5, 10, 20, and 50 centimes coins until the mid-1960s, some designs phased out earlier. Lagrefoule passed away in 1981, but his Marianne remains one of the most recognizable faces on French pre-Euro coins. The reverse centers on 10 centimes with 1967 below. Flanking it are a wheat ear, right side for abundance, agriculture, and nourishment, and an olive branch, left side for peace, reconciliation, and harmony after conflict. Above arches the motto, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, the core slogan of the Republic since 1789, immortalized in the 1958 Constitution of the Fifth Republic. Adrien Dieudonné, signature à Dieudonné, designed this side. A skilled engraver at the Monnaie de Paris, French Mint, Dieudonné specialized in symbolic and heraldic elements. His composition balances the human portrait on the obverse with nature's gifts, reminding users of France's rural roots, wheat for bread, a staple, and desire for lasting peace after 2 world wars and colonial conflicts, like Algeria's independence in 1962. These symbols weren't random. In the 1960s, France was modernizing agriculture. Wheat symbolized mechanized farming and food security, while pursuing European integration and global diplomacy. Olive branch for peace. The design complemented Lagrefoule's Marianne perfectly. Human liberty paired with natural prosperity. Minting occurred at the Monnaie de Paris, Paris Mint, later moved partially to Pessac. The 1967 mintage was enormous, 196,728,000 to 196,728,000 730,305 pieces. Sources vary slightly due to sets and proofs. One of the highest for the series, 1962 to 2001, KM number 929. Why so many? The 10 centimes coin handled small transactions, buying a baguette slice, newspaper, metro ticket, or stamp, in a booming economy with rising wages and consumer spending. The series launched post-1960 reform to replace old high-inflation francs with stable decimal-based currency. Aluminium bronze, copper-aluminum alloy, was chosen for durability, low cost, golden hue, and resistance to wear, ideal for pocket change. No silver or precious metal here. It was practical money for the masses. 1967 itself was a calm year in France. Economic growth continued, but social tensions simmered, exploding in the 1968 protests. This coin circulated quietly through markets, cafes, and factories, carrying Republican messages in every pocket. Why was it created? France needed durable, low-value coins for daily use after the old francs' devaluation. Aluminium bronze was chosen for its resistance to wear, low cost, and golden color. The 10 centimes denomination covered small purchases like bread, newspapers, or stamps. High mintage, nearly 197 million in 1967, met demand during economic expansion. The design competition aimed for symbols uniting the nation. Le Griffel and Dieudonné's work won approval for blending classic Republican imagery with modern simplicity. No major events tie specifically to 1967, but it was a stable year before the 1968 student protests. Due to the massive mintage, the 1967 10 centimes is extremely common. In circulated condition, worn, average, it sells for $50 to $500. Better circulated or very fine, VF, $1,000 to $50,000, uncirculated. MS 60 to MS 63, $5,000 to $500,000. High-grade MS 65 plus or brilliant uncirculated examples might reach $10 to $15 million on platforms like eBay, Numista, or NGC/PCGS auctions. The coin's real end came not in 2002, but in the hearts of those who remember. For older French people and collectors worldwide, holding a 1967 10 centimes brings back memories of buying a croissant for a few centimes, paying school fees, or hearing the clink of change in a cafe during the Trente Glorieuses. Marianne's determined gaze still embodies the Republic's enduring spirit. Liberty from tyranny, equality and opportunity, fraternity among citizens. In USA or anywhere else, if you have one tucked away, perhaps inherited or found in a mixed world coin lot, it's more than metal. It's a tiny ambassador from 1960s France, a time when a nation rebuilt itself, embraced modernity, and carried revolutionary ideals in everyday pockets. The story closes like this. The coin stopped being money, but it never stopped being history. It whispers of winds that once blew through Marianne's hair, of harvests symbolized by wheat, of olive branches extended after war. In a world of digital payments and crypto, this humble aluminium bronze relic reminds us that value isn't always in millions. Sometimes it's in the stories we carry,